know this is dangerous behavior that can lead to me committing another crime and hurting somebody.
Saying all the right things means nothing if the action doesn't follow. If you were having communication with my daughter as a minor in ways, I'd want to kill you. But it's very disturbing to me that you would continue with this type of behavior when you had been doing well. At least all outward appearances were that you were doing well.
Good afternoon.
This is case number 23-CR40135, the State of Ohio versus Ryan Millard. Mr. Millard is before the court with his counsel, Mr. Fox. Ms. Tranter, on behalf of the State of Ohio, we're here for a final probation violation hearing. Does he wish to have a hearing on this?
Your Honor, at this time, we would admit the violation.
Mr. Millard, do you understand you are entitled to have a hearing?
I do, yes, sir.
Do you want to waive that hearing and admit to this violation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court's going to find that you have violated the terms of your community control. Mr. Fox, anything?
Your Honor, I believe Ryan is still amenable to a community control sanction. He's completed the majority of the original probation that this court assigned to him. This is the first violation of this nature. I understand the seriousness of it. He understands the seriousness of it. I think, again, it's something that he can benefit from ongoing therapy and counseling and treatment. And I had suggested to him a 12-step program that is specifically designed for offenders. He's taken that to heart. And I believe he has something he'd like to read to you. And we did submit some letters of support from his family.
The court has reviewed those.
And his father is also here today.
All right. Does his father wish to address the court or not?
Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to say that my son is a hardworking, kind-hearted, productive member of society. He is eager to get out there and work hard and resume being a productive member of society and work on eradicating this element permanently and putting it behind him.
All right. Thank you, sir. Ryan, is there anything you'd like to tell me, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Go
have
ahead.
a statement prepared.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Firstly, I'd like to sincerely apologize for my actions that led us here today. I'm extremely ashamed and disappointed with myself. And I was doing very well when I first moved back to Cincinnati. God blessed me with a very fun job where I was able to influence those around me and acquire skills and knowledge while also creating positive relationships in my life. I was also able to reconnect with old friends and extended family growing up around this area. I hope that you said you would able to look at some of the letters that have been written for me. The people who know me would say that I care a great deal about others in my world. Lifting others up gives me a great deal of pleasure, which is mostly why I enjoy my job so much. Unfortunately, for the past few months, I've been in a little bit of depression due to a couple of factors with financial stuff and work and just life. I relapsed and I started trying to get fulfillment from chatting with girls online due to the fact that a lot of younger people are on their phones a lot more. This sometimes included people under the age of 18. I thought that if I never intended to meet up with anyone under 18, that it was okay for me to just chat. I know this is dangerous behavior that can lead to me committing another crime and hurting somebody. I don't want to have these urges, and indulging them doesn't make me feel good. I want to leave behind a legacy of positivity, and this path that I'm currently on will not lead me there. Recently, before I was incarcerated for the second time, I was granted the ability to control my work schedule, which will allow me to make the following changes in my life. Every Sunday, I'm going to get into church. I'm going to develop my relationship with God, which I stepped out of. I will have a more consistent sleep schedule. I want to continue my education, and I will have regular meetings with some professional help, whether it be whatever you decide, or if I need additional help, I will reach out and ask for it. Family is everything to me, and both my parents have encouraged me to find a church community to grow in. However, it's been difficult to consistently go due to my work schedule being mostly irregular. I know it's unrealistic to assume everything will go well at all times during life, and I want to find positive ways to cope with the valleys that are to come. I'm surrounded by friends and family, and even employment that gives me a ton of support. I just need to ask for help more often. So I ask from you, Your Honor, if you would please allow me to serve a sentence that enables me to keep my current employment so that I may enact these changes to better myself and those around me. For as long as I remembered, my dream has been to become just like my father. I hope someday to be able to accomplish that, and I will never stop chasing that dream. Thank you for your consideration.
Mr. Millard, the words are hollow unless you follow through and with what you're saying. I mean, saying those words, saying all the right things means nothing if the action doesn't follow. If you understand what I'm saying.
I do, Your Honor.
Do you have a sister?
I do, yes.
How old is she?
She is 20, young 20s.
Okay, so she's young but older than you, or younger than you?
Younger than me. I also have 2 older sisters as well.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Do you have any nieces?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I have a daughter, and I can tell you right now that if you were having communication with my daughter as a minor, ways, I'd want to kill you. I mean, that's how dads react. Dad, am I right?
You're correct, Your Honor.
You know, to me, wanting to have conversations with females is normal. Wanting to have conversation with minors is not, and is against the law. Because some of the stuff that I understand is on your phone, you may have committed additional felonies. And we'll find out about whether there's going to be additional charges coming, probably not through this court since you don't live in this county, but sending explicit material to a juvenile is against the law. It's a felony. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you may have committed additional felonies. And again, I don't know the answer to that, but it's very disturbing to me that you would continue with this type of behavior when you had been doing well, at least all outward appearances were that you were doing well. But this is your first known violation, so I'm going to find today that despite this violation, you will remain on community control. But I am extending your community control for an additional 2 years at this point in time. You have served, as of today, 137 days in the Warren County Jail. You will serve an additional 30 days in the Warren County Jail for this violation. Now, moving forward, you were ordered to re-engage in this treatment that you had previously completed. You are not permitted to have any social media apps on any electronic device that you have access to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I don't care if they come up with a new one. And I'm not. This list that I'm going to give you is not exhaustive, but there's no Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you can think of where you can communicate with somebody. You're not allowed to have it. Okay. So other than emails and text messages, any other app on your phone is against my orders and will be a violation. Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a phone. Once law enforcement is done examining that phone, it will be returned to you, and it will be wiped. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, can we approach real quick?
Yep. I have to stop at this point, Mr. Millard, because it's my understanding that the victim in the case is present in the courtroom. I was not made aware of that until just now. So she's entitled to be present at every stage of the proceeding and is entitled to address the court at any stage of the proceeding as well. So I'm going to give her that opportunity before we go any farther.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I just need you to state your name for me, please, so that Dina can take it down.
My name is Mary McClendon, and I'm the victim in this case. And I understand that you've already kind of given your decision on this, but I'm going to read what I wrote anyways. Ryan, you may have been able to fool everyone else in this courtroom with this fake better person that you've become, and you're still doing it. You're still doing it. But I know you better than anyone else here, and I know who you are, and who you always will be. So what happened to my parents raising me to be a man of God?
Can you slow down a little?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I talk really fast. You're totally fine. I will slow down. Thank you so much. Okay, so what happened to my parents raising me to be a man of God? What happened to I've changed, I've grown, I'm better now? Did you really write that whole speech just in hopes that you could get off probation earlier so that it would be easier for you to go back to preying on kids? And I just want to know, if you were so sorry for what you did to me, why did you turn around and do the same thing to another young girl? I hate you, but I hate myself even more for every time I felt bad about coming here and fighting back when you wanted to get off probation early. Part of me still had hope for you that you weren't actually just a complete and total fraud. I actually had hope that you would change, that you wouldn't reoffend. I hope for everyone's sake that you wouldn't prove me right when I said that you would do this again, but you did. And I know they didn't have enough evidence to prove that you actually followed through with interaction with another minor, but I know you, and because I know you, I'm pretty confident that you did, and that they just didn't find out about it. I know this whole thing you were doing didn't start with me, but it could have ended with me, and it could have ended when you got caught. So the 3 months in jail wasn't enough, getting put in the registry wasn't enough, losing your job in the Space Force wasn't enough. Because you just couldn't help yourself, you couldn't go after someone your own age, you just had to keep talking to minors, and I realize now that nothing will stop you. So Ryan, was she mature for her age? Did you tell her she was? Did you tell her age was just a number? Did you kiss her forehead? Did you tell her you loved her? Did you promise that all you would do was kiss? Did you tell her she just needed to relax more? I hope it was worth it, and I want you to know that if it was my choice, you would be locked up for the rest of your sad, pathetic life. Because that is what you are. Sad, pathetic, selfish, insecure, stupid, a predator, and most of all, and like I said, I'm just going to read this as I wrote it, even though I know you've already kind of started into what you have decided. Your Honor, given the circumstances and given the fact that he has now proved that he is a violent offender who will reoffend when given the chance, I call on you to give him the maximum amount of time in jail that you are able to. He is a threat to our community and a threat to all the safety of all the minor girls out there right now. And I believe that you can throw all the rehabilitation services you want at him. He will not change, he will not get better, and he will not stop. This behavior is not just a choice for him, it is a compulsion. And Ryan, I don't think you understand, and I don't know how else to tell you this, but what you're doing is harmful. It is hurting people. It is hurting young women. And when you, in the future, you find yourself out of jail, free to live your life again, I hope that you will find some part of you that cares about the effect that you have on people, and I hope that will move you to stop. When you get out, instead of apologizing to me, like you always do and you never mean it, you can apologize to all the girls out there who are still keeping your secret for you. You just got unlucky with me, because as it turns out, I'm not as easy to keep quiet. Thank you.
Ms. McClendon, hang on a second, please.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How old are you now?
I'm 19. I'm in college. I'm at Miami.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what my question. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
And again, I understand that I apologize for not giving you a chance to speak. I know you spoke last summer when there was the request to terminate, and I did not. I do agree with a lot of what you said. This is the first known violation, and I say known because, first time he was caught. But I do understand your position, you're the same. I have a granddaughter that's just a year so older than you, so I get it. But as I said, this is his first violation. He's got no prior criminal history, so just sending someone to prison from that perspective, I understand that's what you want, but it's not what I'm going to do today.
I understand.
Okay. And that's not to say that it won't happen someday, but not today. Okay. Thank you. And as I said, was saying, Mr. Millard, her statement is powerful. Obviously, it does carry a lot of weight with the court, as you know, because I wouldn't terminate your community control before because she objected to it, and I appreciate that. And now, luckily for me, I didn't discontinue that or terminate it because you reoffended now. So as I was saying before, the apps, absolutely no apps on any electronic device. You are not permitted to obtain any new additional electronic devices other than what you already have. So even if you buy a used cell phone, that you may say, "Wow, Judge, it wasn't new." If it's new to you, nothing additional. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything that's found on you, any electronic device that's found on you or in your house by probation during the term of the supervision that's not registered with the court is going to be a violation. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to allow this to continue forever. This is very upsetting because, as you just heard me say, I have a granddaughter her age. I have two granddaughters that are younger than her. And if I knew somebody that was doing it, I'd want them to go to prison too. But here I am. I'm going to give you a second chance. There will not be a third chance. Are we clear on this?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have contact with a juvenile, again, you are going to prison. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's no letter that you can send me or anybody in your family or in your circle of friends that will send me that's going to change my mind. It will be in my notes. If you violate my orders again, you are going to prison, because I will do whatever I can to protect as many people as I can. And not only will you go to prison, when you come out, you'll be on supervision for an additional 5 years. So you're just going to be extending this. Either you get the help you need and stop the behavior, or this is going to continue on for another 10 years. So you make the choice. And Ms. Tranter, is there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Fox?
No, sir.
All right, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Would the court consider work release when
No,
in jail?
no. He's going to stay in jail for 30 more days.
All right, thank you.